Visit CBUenters.com. Be sure to pick up our roster card available in the event center lobby. Laser fans, we'd like to hear from you on social media during today's game. Follow CBU Women's Basketball on Twitter and Instagram at CBUWBB. Make sure when you post about the game, you use the hashtag #LanceUp. CBU basketball games are a great opportunity for a group outing for churches, businesses, UTs, birthdays, and more. Contact the Event Center box office to coordinate your unforgettable group night at an upcoming CBU basketball game. For more information, call 877-456-LANCER or email tickets at countdown.edu. CBU basketball game fans are still available with mini fans starting the Sam Houston Bearcats and your California Baptist University Lancers. At this time, we ask you to please stand first for a word of prayer and remain standing for our national anthem. Let's pray together. Father, we thank you for this day that we can come together and enjoy this athletic fellowship. We thank you for these two teams and the institutions that they represent. We pray that everything that is said and done today, both on and off the court, would glorify you. Please help all the competitors play to the best of their ability. Keep everyone involved in today's game free from any injuries, and we ask this all in the name of your Son, Jesus. Amen. For the performance of our national anthem, here is the CBU Pep Band. Thank you, CBU Pep Band. And now the starting lineup for Sam Houston. At guard, a 5'5" redshirt sophomore from Kansas City, Missouri.
Step inside the CBU Event Center for some Saturday matinee women's hoops. California Baptist University taking on Sam Houston in Western Athletic Conference play. My name is Pep Fernandez. We appreciate you tuning in on ESPN Plus as the Lancers and the Bearcats go head-to-head. Both teams trying to climb their way up the WAC standings right now. CBU comes in at 7-3 in conference play. Sam Houston right there on their heels at 6-4. So a very important game that has big-time conference implications this afternoon. This will be the first actual meeting between the two schools here in Riverside. Take a look at the Altura Credit Union starting lineups. We'll start with the visiting Bearcats from Sam Houston. They look like this for head coach Raven Justice. It'll be Sydney Kemp, Tierney Coleman, China Allen, Kaylee Jefferson, and Michaela Edens. Your starting five for Sam Houston. Head coach Jared Olson will start them like this. Your Altura Credit Union starting lineup for the Lancers. Dorcas Wu, Sela Finau, Trinity San Antonio, Brittany Clayman, and Grace Schmidt, your starting five. Now, one name that you did not see in the starting five is Nene Calhoun. She was injured in the previous game against New Mexico State, and she is in street clothes today. Talked to Nene a little bit before the game, and she said, still waiting for some test results, hoping to be back as early as next week. So hopefully it's nothing significant for Nene Calhoun. The Lancers starting lineup being introduced here to the home crowd. The first game of a doubleheader here at CBU. The men's team will be in action later tonight against Abilene Christian. So a big day of hoops here in Riverside for the Lancers. CBU at 11-10 overall, as we mentioned, 7-3 in conference play. Sam Houston at 10-10 overall and 6 of 4. First time these two schools have met here in Riverside. They've only played twice. This all-time series stands at 1 win apiece, although the Lancers did beat the Bearcats last year in the WAC conference tournament in WAC Vegas. Let's take a look at the Jensen keys to the game in this one. And for the Lancers, just focusing forward, right? After losing that tough 1-point loss to New Mexico State on Thursday, just got to look ahead, right? Put that one behind you and focus on today. And you got to be fine at the line. CBU in that loss against New Mexico State, they were 3 of 16 from three-point land. And then from the free throw line, they were 8 of 19. That's not going to cut it. They're going to have to do a little bit better if they're going to pick up a win against the Bearcats. And finally, confident Cats. The Cats have won 4 of their last 5. Big win at Seattle in their most previous outing, 67-60. So they are playing very well right now. The Jensen keys to the game. Sam Houston in the visiting orange uniforms, and CBU on this Saturday afternoon going with those cream-colored home unis. Looking good here, and here we go with the scoring. Nice pass up ahead to Sila Finau. And it's 2-zip Lancers. Jumper on the other end, short. Falling to the ground's Trinity San Antonio. And the foul's going to be on Kaylee Jefferson of Sam Houston. Nene Calhoun, as we mentioned, on the bench today. As soon as we inbound the pass, she was right back there, I promise. She's here, she's walking around. She looks great. She just said not exactly able to go today, but as we mentioned, hopefully next week. Into the mid-post to Clayman, dumps it off for San Antonio. Jumper's good. Trinity San Antonio makes it 4-zip. The Bearcats looking for their first bucket of the game. Keep an eye on China Allen, their leading scorer at nearly 14 a contest. Jefferson's three's no good. Rebound Finau. Lancers in transition, up ahead to San Antonio, can't finish. Bearcats with it, it's Madeline Batista, back out to Jefferson, thought about a three. Drives in from a free-throw line, the jumper no good. Who's gonna come out with it? And it's San Antonio if she can collect herself out of bounds, but they'll say last touch. Nope. First she signaled Sam Houston, and then the official reversed her call, and it will be Bearcats ball. We got a substitution here. Michaela Woods is into the game. And Michaela Edens also checking in, so I believe it was Edens checking in and Madeline Batista that was in that starting 5 for Sam Houston. Batista, the second leading scorer for Sam Houston. Finau takes it right at Batista, gets her own miss, kicks it back out. Dorcas Wu for 3 off the iron. Coleman brings it up. Coleman defended by San Antonio. Coleman up top to Batista. Batista, left-handed shot, short. It's on the ground, Batista scoops it up. Edens. Sydney Kemp. Batista on the wing, driving in is Woods. The pass inside, out of bounds, and it'll be CBU ball with the shot clock winding down. Good team defense there by the Lancers. Sam Houston has started this game 0 for 5 from the floor. San Antonio's pass telegraphed over to Wu. And it was Edens almost coming up with the pick there. Substitution again for the Bearcats. Woods out and China Allen back in. Wu into Clayman. Clayman up top to Grace Schmidt. Over to Wu. Wu trying to go back inside to Schmidt. Turnover on the Lancers, and then a foul. Coleman had the ball, and Schmidt ran into her. First personal foul on Grace Schmidt. There was the play. Wu trying to go inside to Schmidt, taken away. And an unlikely collision there, but the foul will be on Schmidt. Bearcats with the basketball, still trying to find their first points of this contest. Coleman, deep jumper, rattles around, no good. 4-zip Lancers. San Antonio's going to push it up in a hurry. The drive and the kick, the fee now. There's Wu left all alone. Here comes the three. That one's no good for Dorcas Wu, the team's leading three-point shooter. 0 for 2 from three-point land so far for Wu. Edens. Back over to Allen. Coleman puts the shot up, difficult shot, and Coleman gets it to fall, and there's the first basket of the game for the Bearcats. It's 4-2. Clayman across the timeline for the Lancers. CBU made their first 2 baskets, then they missed 4 in a row, make it 5 in a row, but there's Grace Schmidt on the follow-up, makes it 6-2. Edens, top of the key, gets it inside to Bautista, goes to her right, no good. Wu. 6-2, Lancers on top. Just about 5.5 to play here in the opening frame. Clayman over to Wu on that far wing. Here comes another three. That one's no good. And the long rebound bounces out to Bautista. So Wu now 0 for 3 from three-point land. Bearcats with the basketball. That three short by Kemp. Finau taking it strong inside, stops her dribble, back out to Clayman. She's gonna drive in for a closer look. The drive pulls over that defender, Bautista, and sets up Schmidt for a wide open basket. 8-2, CBU on top. We got a timeout here in Riverside. Take another look, great job by Clayman. Drive it inside, draws the defense, easy bucket. Lancers up by 6.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from Moreno Valley, California, and I've been with Altura Credit Union since 2017. Family time is extremely important. Being able to just pull my phone out and just go right on the app while the kids are over there doing whatever they're doing, I'm able to just go on the app really quick, transfer money, or check my account, see if my deposits went through right away. With my Ascend checking account, I'm also able to check my credit score. I don't ever have to worry about anything in my bank account. Did I mention it was free?
Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Back to Riverside, 8-2, California Baptist on top. Take a look at the Dutton Buick GMC Impact players in this game. Grace Schmidt checking in at 13.5 points per contest. She's on the bench right now coming out of that timeout, but she's already in this game, got a couple baskets. And Trinity San Antonio, the Lancers' leading scorer, finding her groove once again after that injury. She's at 15.4 points per game, and there's Trinity as well taking a quick breather. For Sam Houston, Madeline Batista and China Allen. There is China Allen, their leading scorer on the season at 13.7 points per game. And Madeline Batista, second leading scorer at 11.2, but she dropped 21 on Seattle in the Bearcats' most previous game. And those are your Dutton Buick GMC impact players this afternoon. 8-2, Lancers on top. There goes Coleman. She has the only Bearcats basket, and she still is the only Bearcat to score in this game. Gets the basket and the foul. Check it out again. Coleman now has 4 points, and she's headed to the free throw line. So CBU 8, Coleman 4. And the free throw rattles out. And the rebound comes out to Kinsley Barrington. So Barrington's in, Chloe Webb, Felipa Barros. They'll be joined by a couple of the starters in Clayman and Finau. Clayman with it, over to Barros. There's Finau on the near wing. Barrington calling for it in the post. They try to get it inside, but knocked away by Edens. Good job by the Bearcats to prevent that pass into the interior. Allen backs it out. Allen up top. Over to the wing. Kemp back up top. Edens into the mid post. Working inside. That's number 14, Renee Smith, who's checked into the game after that timeout. Less than 4 to go here in the first quarter. Batista back into the game for the Bearcats. She'll replace Renee Smith. Sam Houston ball from the baseline. Taken away, Chloe Webb up ahead to Finau. Barrington up top, Finau lets it fly. That three's no good. Chloe Webb, nice hustle play. Can she get there? She does. But taken away by Sam Houston. CBU still looking for their first 3 of the game. Actually, both teams are, but we know that CBU shoots a lot of threes. One of the highest ranking teams in the country in terms of three-point attempts at around 28 per game. Drive it inside, Coleman tangled up. Good defense by Kinsley Barrington. Ball's on the ground. Batista has it. And before we could get to a jump ball, it's a timeout called by Sam Houston. 3:11 to go here in the first quarter. Right now, Sam Houston just 2 of 12 from the floor. That is 17%. And both those baskets were by, well, number 2, Tierney Coleman. Let's take a look at the WAC standings right now, heading into today. There's Southern Utah sitting on top all alone at 8-0. Stephen F. Austin at 7-2. Grand Canyon, New Mexico State, CBU all at 7-3. CBU nearly beat New Mexico State on Thursday in that morning Education Day game. Came up 1 short. So right now they sit with 3 other teams tied for 3rd place right now in the WAC standings. And Sam Houston, as we mentioned, right there on their heels, only a game back at 6-4. So those are your WAC basketball standings. 8-4 CBU. Coleman has all 4 points right now for the Bearcats. Sam Houston 2 of 12 from the floor. CBU 4 of 11, including 0 for 4 from three-point land. Right now, CBU winning on the boards, though, 11-7 in the rebounding department. Into the mid-post to Batista, working on Barrington. Barrington comes up with the steal. A couple great defensive plays back-to-back for Barrington. On the other end, Barrington's follow, no. Michaela Woods comes out with it for the Bearcats. They're gonna swing it over to the left. That's Coleman. Up top, Jefferson. Hands it off to Kemp, trying to go inside. Tipped back out to the Bearcats. That pass bounces out of bounds. Lancer ball. Substitution, Allen back in for the Bearcats, and for CBU, 3 of the starters, San Antonio, Schmidt, Wu, all back in. It looks like Finau, Barros, and Clayman will check out. Grace Schmidt with 4 points right now for CBU to lead the way. I know it's early, but she's got 4 of the 8. Out of bounds, last touch by Allen. Still CBU ball. Barrington from the sideline. Into San Antonio. Chloe Webb on the wing. Into the high post to Barrington. Barrington looks inside to Schmidt, throws it away. Ball goes back to Sam Houston. So CBU has turned the ball over already 5 times in this game. Coleman goes inside. Barrington got a hand on it. Back up top to Jefferson. That's Brianna Block who's checked in for Sam Houston, number 23. Jefferson goes inside, gets tangled up, and there's the foul. And it will be on Barrington. Jefferson going inside. The ball was actually knocked loose by Barrington, who's been very active on the defensive end, but a foul on the play, and Barrington will come out, and Clayman is back in. Bearcats from the baseline. The deep pass out to Jefferson. Block looks over at head coach Raven Justice. Up top to Jefferson. Here comes the 3. It's short. Out of play, Lancer ball. Right now, Sam Houston now shooting 14%, 2 of 14 to start this game from the floor. Coleman, again, the only player for the Bearcats to have a basket so far in this first quarter. Inside to Grace Schmidt. Schmidt puts it up short. San Antonio tips it up. Wu comes down with it. Pass up ahead to Schmidt. Heads up play there. Webb from beyond the line. 3, no good. So a couple good looks there for CBU, but they come up empty. Both teams struggling here offensively in the first quarter. CBU has missed 6 of their last 7 shots, and so has Sam Houston. We're inside the final minute of the first quarter, and it's 8-4. Block goes inside, the steal. Brittany Clayman up ahead to Chloe Webb, running the floor. Oh, good defense there by the Bearcats. They hustle back. The offensive woes continue for both teams. Up top to Allen. The Bearcats leading scorer. She's gonna back it out with 15 on the shot clock. Eight on the shot clock. Now Allen goes to work trying to get around Webb and draws the foul. Foul's going to be on Chloe Webb with 19.6 seconds. Edens and Kemp are back in. Block and Jefferson will check out. From the baseline. Play it deep to Edens, defended by Wu. Over to Allen. The shot clock is off after that timeout, or after that foul, excuse me. 10 seconds on the game clock here in the first quarter. Allen up top to Edens. Good team defense right now by CBU. Allen, nowhere to go, plays it back out to Coleman. And nothing but air on the 3-point attempt. And after 1 quarter of play, it is correct. CBU leading a defensive battle here, 8-4. We'll take a quick break, and then it's right back to Riverside.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted #1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
Doctors who care for you and about you. It's the Riverside Medical Clinic way. We're physician-owned. That means medicine is always practiced in a way that benefits the patient first. Incredible care is waiting at one of our 7 locations near you. Come feel the difference. We are Riverside Medical Clinic.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter between Sam Houston and California Baptist. Yes, 8-4 as we crack open the second quarter here in Riverside. Time now for the Altura Credit Union Student Athletes of the Week. Root for the credit union that roots for you. Altura Credit Union, proud sponsor of CBU Athletics and presenter of the Athlete of the Week. Our athletes of the week are from CBU Men's Basketball, Taryn Armstrong, and CBU Women's Basketball, Trinity San Antonio. Lancer had the ball. San Antonio had it, in fact. And they turn it over back to Sam Houston as we start the second quarter. If you're into low scoring, grinded out battles, you're in the right place. We did have some good defensive stars in the first quarter. Brittany Clayman had a couple steals. Kinsley Barrington had a couple blocks. Coleman hits the 3, makes it 8-7, and Coleman is still the only Bearcat to score in this game. She has all 7 points. Lancers with the ball inside. Finau has it jarred loose, out of play, but still Lancer ball. Substitution for Sam Houston. Michaela Woods back in for Sydney Kemp. So CBU 8 and Tierney Coleman 7. Coleman's actually the only player to have a 3-point field goal in this game as well. Gray Schmidt strong inside, draws the foul, and she will head to the free throw line for 2. Foul's gonna be on Coleman, her first. Substitution here for the Bearcats. Bautista in for Smith. And there was a nice pass from Brittany Clayman inside Gray Schmidt. Clayman, strong first quarter, 3 assists, a couple steals for the Lancers. First free throw is no good for Schmidt. In the first quarter, CBU was 4 of 16 from the floor. Sam Houston, 2 of 15. We'll see if we have an uptick in scoring here in the second frame. 9-7 CBU as Schmidt gets the second free throw. Edens into the mid-post to Bautista. And the foul's going to be on Grace Schmidt. And that's going to be her second personal foul, so Schmidt will exit the game. Barrington checks back in. From the baseline, Coleman into Allen. See if the Bearcats go back to Coleman. She has all 7 points. Back up top, they swing it to the right. There's Allen along the baseline. Good defense there by San Antonio. Almost had the steal, knocks it out of bounds. It'll still be Bearcat ball from the baseline. Kemp back into the game for Sam Houston. In for Allen. Coleman from the baseline, 7 on the shot clock. Coleman into Edens, trying to throw it down low over the top of the CBU defense and instead throws it away. Ball goes back to the Lancers. Jefferson back in for Edens for Sam Houston. Lancers up by 2. San Antonio with it, trying to get around Coleman. She does. Drive it inside, the drive in the dish, trying to find Barrington, but taken away by Coleman. Back come the Bearcats. Coleman drives inside, the drive in the dish, up and in. Coleman with a nice dribble drive and kicks it off to number 21, Madeline Batista for the bucket. We got a timeout here in Riverside. We are all even at 9 apiece. We'll be right back.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted number 1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
Doctors who care for you and about you. It's the Riverside Medical Clinic way. We're physician-owned. That means medicine is always practiced in a way that benefits the patient first. Incredible care is waiting at one of our 7 locations near you. Come feel the difference. We are Riverside Medical Clinic.
At Magnolia, we've been around so long because we're always on the cutting edge. Let Magnolia help you modernize your comfort with our new all-electric, ultra-efficient comfort systems. Magnolia Heating and Cooling, trusted in Riverside since 1951.
Welcome back to the CBU Event Center. Sam Houston 9, CBU 9 here in the second quarter with 8:34 to go. The Crazies out on this afternoon. I'm sure they'll be back tonight as the men's team will take on Abilene Christian. Those are pretty sweet basketball jersey style crazy shirts. And I do like those cream-colored CBU home uniforms. They break them out every once in a while. A Saturday matinee is the perfect time. So here in the second quarter, you could say the Bearcats are red hot. When I say red hot, they are 2 of 2 from the floor. They were 2 for 15 in the first quarter, but they've made their first 2 shots here in the second quarter, and they've tied this game at 9. Lancers with the ball. Clayman bringing it across the timeline. It's Clayman, San Antonio, Wu, Finau, and Barrington on the floor right now for head coach Jared Olson. And an offensive foul against the Lancers. I think it's going to be Barrington. And yes, it is. That's her second personal foul. Sam Houston 9, California Baptist 9. Jefferson drives and back out to Woods. To the wing. Three-pointer a little bit long for Coleman. Oh, trying to find San Antonio up ahead. Foul's going to be on number 0, Sydney Kemp of the Bearcats. Lancer ball from the sideline. Wu gets it into Clayman, goes right back to Wu. Up the sideline, hands it off to Finau. Stops her dribble, there's Barrington up top. Hands it off to Finau, trying to go back to Barrington. Pick and roll, but that did not work there. Allen saw it coming. Allen on the other end. Circus shot is good for China Allen. The Bearcats' leading scorer on the season now has her first bucket of the game. San Antonio on the other end. Little hard off the glass, no good. Sam Houston with its first lead of the day, 11-9. Jefferson up top. Allen, no good. There's Finau. Finau's going to push it up in a hurry for the Lancers. Finau sidesteps the defender, puts it up, no good. Rebound Bautista. Sam Houston has outscored CBU 7-1 here in the second quarter, and they're up by 2 now. Woods into the high post to Bautista to Jefferson. Going back to Bautista, going to her right, over Barrington, bounces around, it's up and good for number 21, Madeline Bautista. 13-9 Sam Houston. So a 9-1 run here in the second quarter for the Bearcats to give them a 4-point lead. Clayman inside, the runner up and good for Brittany Clayman. Makes it 13-11. That's the first field goal for the Lancers here in the second quarter. Allen, mid-post, Bautista turnaround, no good, rebound Wu. San Antonio has it. There's Finau on the wing, puts up the 3, short. Finau charges inside, grabs her own miss. Barrington back out to Finau. CBU still looking for their first 3-point field goal of the game. Finau going baseline, puts it up. No foul on the play, a lot of contact, but no whistle. Still 13-11, Sam Houston. Coleman up top. Back to Allen. Allen, the team's leading scorer, being defended by Trinity San Antonio, a lockdown defender. Coleman, long jumper, good for Coleman. She now has 9 in this game. 15-11 Bearcats, and Coleman with 9 of those 15. The steal by Sam Houston. That's the 10th turnover in this game by the Lancers. Back out to Coleman. Allen. Jefferson into the mid-post to Bautista. Off the mark. San Antonio with it to Wu. Wu, the shot, short. So here in the second quarter, things are not going well for the Lancers so far. Meanwhile, Sam Houston 5 for 10 here in the second quarter. CBU 1 for 6. So the complexion of this game has certainly changed from the first quarter to the second quarter. The Bearcats finally finding that scoring touch. Bautista's shot no good, and Barrington comes down with it. 15-11, Bearcats. Brittany Clayman takes a quick look at head coach Jared Olson and now puts it in motion. Clayman drives inside, and there's the foul. The official signaling that she got hit in the head, driving inside. Schmidt, Barros, and Webb all back in the game for the Lancers. They will join Barrington and Clayman. Brittany Clayman at the free throw line. First one is good for Clayman. Brittany Clayman on the season at 71% from the line. Here comes the second. And she knocks down both. 15-13. Bearcats still up by a bucket, 15-13. Back out to Edens. Hands it off to Kemp. There's Allen. Edens thought about a three, driving to her left, stops. Here's Woods, the jumper, no good. Woods still has it, puts the follow-up attempt up. That one's no good. Kemp has it for the Bearcats. So a couple different opportunities here for Sam Houston, and it finally pays off there. The basket by Renee Smith makes it 17-13 Bearcats. They had 3 or 4 different looks at the rim on that possession. Barros to Clayman, now into the post to Schmidt, faces up on the basket, goes baseline, double teamed. And Woods reaches in, gets her hands on it, jump ball, and it will favor the Bearcats. Coleman back in for Sam Houston, replacing Allen. 17-13, Sam Houston. They've outscored the Lancers 13-5 here in the second quarter. That's been the difference. Coleman for 3. No good. Webb had it. Comes down hard, and there is a foul on the play. Foul's going to be on Michaela Edens, number 20. Chloe Webb going up and ripping down this rebound. And the foul on Edens. Lancer ball from the baseline. Barrington up the floor for CBU. Barrington all the way, left-handed lay-in, up and good for Kinsley Barrington. Her first points of the game. Back to a one-possession contest, 17-15. Barrington's first bucket, but she does have 5 rebounds in this game and a couple blocks. Smith back out to Edens. She'll try the 3. No good. Coleman comes down with the rebound. Spins to her left. That one's no good. Now Webb has the rebound for the Lancers. It's a 5-on-4 as Coleman's trailing on the play. Now she's finally back for the Bearcats. Inside, Grace Schmidt puts it up. No good. Tapped out of bounds by Sam Houston. So it'll be Lancer ball, but it looked like it might be an easy basket for Grace Schmidt. 2:06 before the half. Looks like Batista's coming back in for Sam Houston. CBU ball from the baseline. Barros. Clayman. Barrington calling for it as she comes across the lane. Now Webb up top. Drives to her right. Chloe Webb all the way to the cup, and it is good for Chloe Webb. Nice drive inside. We're tied at 17. Inside the drive and the kick back out to Coleman. Coleman's got 9 points in this game, leading scorer for either team. 5 on the shot clock. We'll see what Coleman's going to do here. Goes behind the screen for the 3-point attempt. It's no good, but the Bearcats retrieve it. We'll stay on this end. Jefferson to her right. Up, no good. Rebound, Schmidt. Up ahead to Webb, to Barros. Barros across the timeline. Barros drives inside. Her shot up and good. And the foul for Felipa Barros. Lancers back on top, 19-17. Felipa Barros put this one in drive. Drew the foul on Coleman, and she's headed to the line. Lancers back on top. They've got the lead, 19-17. With 62 seconds to go before the break. Free throw on the way. Good for Barros. 20-17. Bearcats with the ball. 1 minute to go before the half. Edens Into the post, the Bautista throws it away, Lancer ball. 7 turnovers for Sam Houston. Lancers with 11. CBU right now on a 7-0 run to take this 3-point lead. Barros up ahead. Just had that big 3-point play for CBU to give them the lead. Schmidt back to Barros. Back out to Webb. Inside, Schmidt taken away by Sam Houston with 30 seconds. Woods into the corner, back out to Kemp. She'll try the 3 for Sam Houston. That one's no good. Follow-up attempt is good for 21, Madeline Bautista. She now has 6 points in this game and 7 rebounds. Lancers up by 1. This could be the final shot. Brittany Clayman puts it up and the foul. Brittany Clayman with a little hang time, the kiss off the glass. It's good. Check out Clayman. Goes up with it, hangs off the window and in for Brittany Clayman. The basket and the foul. Brittany Clayman really having a strong half for the Lancers if you're looking for a bright spot for California Baptist. It's been Brittany Clayman. At the line for Clayman. Off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound Sam Houston. Final seconds of the first half. Kemp at the horn. It was a good attempt, a little short. And California Baptist regains the lead here at halftime, 22-19. Lancers in front. Brittany Clayman with a big bucket here at the end to give them a little bit of insurance as they head into the locker room. But we'll take a break here in Riverside. When we come back, we'll have the Magnolia Heating and Cooling hot play of the first half.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
At Magnolia, we've been around so long because we're always on the cutting edge. Let Magnolia help you modernize your comfort with our new all-electric, ultra-efficient comfort systems. Magnolia Heating and Cooling, trusted in Riverside since 1951.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
And welcome back to the CBU Event Center with the Lancers lead here at halftime against Sam Houston by a score of 22-19. It might sound low scoring, but the game actually improved after the first quarter. CBU led after one quarter of play by a score of 8-4, so the offense did improve in the second quarter, but still low scoring overall, 22-19. Coleman with 9 points for the Bearcats to lead all scores. Brittany Clayman, very strong first half for the Lancers, a couple steals, 3 assists, leads the team with 6 points as well in this low scoring WAC game. Let's take a look at the Magnolia Heating and Cooling hot play of the first half, and it is Brittany Clayman, one of those assists, and check out that pass to Sheila Finau up ahead. Clayman looking like a quarterback. Nice toss up ahead with Finau running the floor, and that's the Magnolia Heating and Cooling hot play of the first half. Now, there wasn't a lot of buckets to pick from, but that was a good one from Clayman to Finau. All right, we're going to take another quick break here in Riverside. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of those first half highlights as CBU leads right now by a score of 22-19.
At Magnolia, we've been around so long because we're always on the cutting edge. Let Magnolia help you modernize your comfort with our new all-electric, ultra-efficient comfort systems. Magnolia Heating and Cooling, trusted in Riverside since 1951.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Welcome back to Riverside. It's halftime here with California Baptist leading Sam Houston 22-19 at the break. Let's take a look at the Pepsi halftime highlights in this one. Not a whole lot of scoring, but we found some buckets. That was our play of the first half, our hot play with Clayman going up ahead to Finau, and then Clayman dumps it off to San Antonio. That was her only basket in the first half. Off the miss, Grace Schmidt, the putback is up and good. Grace Schmidt with 5 points and a couple rebounds in this game. There's another bucket by Grace Schmidt. She is 2 of 4 from the floor in the first half. Good defense by Kinsley Barrington. She had a couple blocks in this game, and Brittany Clayman had a couple steals. There's one of them by Brittany Clayman. And then Clayman puts it in drive. She was getting it done on the offensive end as well. She is the Lancers' leading scorer with 6 points at the break. This time it's Kinsley Barrington going the length of the floor, lays it in with the left. And then Chloe Webb going inside. The basket is good for Chloe Webb. And CBU leads 22-19. Here's your Pepsi halftime stats in this one. And after the first quarter, it was rough, but the two teams did bounce back quite a bit in the second frame. Field goal percentage favoring CBU at 33%, Sam Houston at 24%. Rebounding also in favor of the Lancers, 27-21. Sam Houston with 5 assists, the Lancers with only 3 here at halftime. 3-point field goals, neither team shot the ball well from deep. Sam Houston, 1 of 11. CBU 0 for 6, which is kind of uncharacteristic because the Lancers do put up a lot of three-point attempts. And points in the paint, that does favor CBU 16-14. So those are your Pepsi halftime stats. We'll take another break here in Riverside, and when we come back, we'll take a look at this week in Lancer Athletics. 22-19, California Baptist on top of the break.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from Moreno Valley, California, and I've been with Altura Credit Union since 2017. Family time is extremely important. Being able to just pull my phone out and just go right on the app while the kids are over there doing whatever they're doing, I'm able to just go on the app really quick, transfer money, or check my account, see if my deposits went through right away. With my Ascend checking account, I'm also able to check my credit score. I don't ever have to worry about anything in my bank account. Did I mention it was free?
Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted #1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
When your heating and air conditioning system stops working, how do you know who to call? Call one of those big corporations and you're just a number. But at Magnolia Heating and Cooling, we treat everyone like family. That's because we're family owned and based here in Riverside. Your neighbors trust Magnolia Heating and Cooling, and we've earned a great reputation over the years. Call to experience the Magnolia difference.
For any heating and cooling repair, call 1-800-2-GET-AIR.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Welcome back to Riverside. Still halftime here as we go with This Week in Lancer Athletics. And how about the CBU stunt team beating Grand Canyon? It's always good to beat GCU, right? 15-0. GCU forfeiting in the fourth round. So big win for the CBU stunt team. And as we transition and pivot over to men's basketball, they are in action tonight. The second game of this doubleheader tonight at 7 o'clock on ESPN+. The men's basketball team taking on Abilene Christian. As the women's team did, the men's team trying to bounce back from a 1-point loss in their previous game. So we'll see if they can do that. Take a look at the schedule look ahead for the women's basketball team on the road to Texas. Take on Abilene Christian in Tarleton. Then back home for Utah Valley. Then it's on the road to New Mexico State. And February 25th, back home to take on Utah Tech. That's the Provider schedule look ahead for the CBU women's basketball team. We'll take another quick break here in Riverside. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second half where the Lancers lead by 3.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
And welcome back to Riverside as we get set for the start of the third quarter between Sam Houston and CBU. The Lancers with a 3-point lead, 22-19, as we get set to open up the third quarter. Check out the Jensen second half changes. And whose line is it anyways? The 3-point line, the free throw line. For Sam Houston, 1 of 11 from the 3-point line and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. For CBU, 0 for 6 from the 3-point line, but they are 4 of 6 from the free throw line. And battling on the boards, both teams collecting a lot of rebounds in this game. CBU already with 27 in this game. Not sure if they'll hit 54 if you double that, but we'll see. And Sam Houston with 21. And Coleman creates. There's a look at Coleman right there. She had 9 points in the first half for Sam Houston, including their first 7 points in this game. She also has 5 rebounds and had a great assist as well to set up a basket. So keep an eye on Coleman here in the second half. Those are your Jensen second half changes. 22-19 CBU. They open up with a basketball. That shot no good for Finau. The official along the baseline asking for some help, and he says Lancer ball. And we already have a substitution by the Bearcats. Michaela Woods back in for Sydney Kemp. CBU with it, that's Trinity San Antonio, tightly defended by Batista, inside to Schmidt, backing down Coleman, all the way down into the low post, and there's a foul. Foul will be on Coleman. Check it out, Grace Schmidt just muscling her way down into the blocks, and there's the foul. And Schmidt goes to the free throw line. First one is up and good for Schmidt. She's now 2 for 3 from the line in this game. On the season, 58% from the free throw line. The second is also good. She knocks down both. Substitution, Kemp back in, and Coleman will come out for the Bearcats. It was 8-4. CBU on top after the first quarter. And then we had a little bit of scoring. Sam Houston actually outscored the Lancers in the second frame, 15-14. As Batista gets the first field goal for the Bearcats here in the third quarter. So the offense is improving after a slow start by both teams. 24-21. Inside, Schmidt to her left, puts it up, draws another foul. Coach Justice hoping to get a traveling call. Instead, it's going to be a foul on Madeline Batista, her second. And Schmidt will go back to the free throw line. Coach Olson's team still looking for their first 3-point field goal. 0 for 6 from the floor right now. First free throw no good for Schmidt. Sam Houston overall 10 of 38 from the floor. CBU 9 of 28. Second free throw for Schmidt, and comes up empty on that trip to the line. Schmidt with it, driving to her left, down towards the baseline, puts it up. That one's no good, and the rebound, Smith. Back out to Allen. Allen just 2 points in the first half. She's their leading scorer at just about 14 per game. Allen driving left, the drive and the kick over to Kemp. She'll go in for a closer look, stops her dribble, defended by San Antonio. Batista, the drive and the dish to Smith. No good, rebound San Antonio. She's gonna push it up in a hurry. Lancers in transition. San Antonio going all the way, can't finish. Woods on the other end for the Bearcats. Taken away by Finau. Sela Finau on the other end finds San Antonio streaking down the floor and leads to a lay-in for San Antonio. 26-21 Lancers. Nice basket in transition for CBU. They're up by 5. Allen has it. Stops her dribble up top to Smith. Bautista calling for it into the mid-post. Double team. Passes out of it to Smith. 8 on the shot clock for Sam Houston. Inside. And the foul. The foul's going to be on Brittany Clayman. Her first personal foul. Kaylee Jefferson back in for Renee Smith. That'll put Bautista at the free throw line. 8 points, 9 rebounds in this game for Bautista. First free throw is good for Bautista. Now 9 and 9. Take another look. Going inside, and there's the foul. Second free throw coming up for Bautista. Short, off the front of the iron. Rebound, San Antonio. Finau puts it in drive and finds the hole, lays it in. Sela Finau for 2. 28-22. Allen for Sam Houston, drives inside, gets tangled up. And the turnover. Finau finds San Antonio alone in the corner. She drives inside. Well, up and under moves no good. And the Bearcats back the other way. Pulling up for the jumper. Short, that was Woods. Jefferson, back to Allen. She's gonna take it back out towards the wing. Now finally up top to Kemp. Woods. 5 on the shot clock for Sam Houston. Allen will try the deep 3. It's good for China Allen. 28-25. Allen now with 5 points in this game. The Bearcats, 2 of 12 from deep. CBU still without a three-pointer in this game. Clayman, the short little turnaround's good. Brittany Clayman now with 8 points. That leads the Lancers. For Sam Houston, Bautista and Coleman both have 9. Allen with another three-pointer, back-to-back threes for China Allen. Makes it 30-28. So Sam Houston has 3 times as many three-pointers as CBU right now. 3 of 13 compared to 0 for 6. Finau asks for the screen from Schmidt. She goes left. Back out to Schmidt, thought about a 3, goes inside, the drive and the kick to Finau for 3, and there it is. Finally, Sela Finau connects on the first three-pointer for California Baptist this afternoon. Makes it 33-28. CBU averages close to 30 three-point attempts per game. Right now they've only attempted 7, and that's the first one they've made. Jefferson's 3 is short. Schmidt to San Antonio. San Antonio's gonna push it up. Stops, back out to Schmidt. Here comes another three-point attempt. That one's no good. And San Antonio comes down with it. Her pass picked off by Bautista. It was deflected. And the Bearcats come up with a steal. Woods on the other end. Going inside, and the foul. It's gonna be on Grace Schmidt. It's gonna be a shooting foul. And that's going to be 3 personal fouls on Grace Schmidt. Barros and Barrington come into the game. San Antonio and Schmidt will check out. Michaela Woods going to the free throw line for the Bearcats. First free throw is good. Makes it 33-29. Woods again, that one short, rebound Wu. Finau brings it up for CBU. She's gonna go strong inside, puts it up, draws the foul. Sela Finau put it in drive and went slashing into the paint. Going strong and drew the foul. And we got a timeout here in Riverside with 4:58 to play here in the third quarter. CBU on top of Sam Houston by a score of 33-29. We'll be right back.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
When your heating and air conditioning system stops working, how do you know who to call? Call one of those big corporations and you're just a number. But at Magnolia Heating and Cooling, we treat everyone like family. That's because we're family owned and based here in Riverside. Your neighbors trust Magnolia Heating and Cooling, and we've earned a great reputation over the years. Call to experience the Magnolia difference.
For any heating and cooling repair, call 1-800-2GET-AIR.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted #1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
Welcome back to Riverside. Lancers up by 4, 33-29. Brittany Clayman having herself an afternoon. She's got 8 points to lead the Lancers. Has not missed from the floor. Not a lot of players can say that. 3 of 3 from the court right now. A couple free throws as well. 8 points, 3 assists, a couple steals as well for Brittany Clayman. Sela Finau at the free throw line for California Baptist with just under 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. An extra long timeout here as we think we're going to play the whole Call Me Maybe song. And here we go, Sela Finau at the free throw line. Finau hits the first. Sela Finau, also the proud owner of the only three-point field goal made for CBU so far in this game. And she knocks down both free throws. 35-29 CBU. Finau now with 9 points, so she's going to pass Brittany Clayman as the team leader in points this afternoon. And it's up and good, three-pointer for Michaela Woods, makes it 35-32. So now Sam Houston has dialed up from deep a couple times here. Barros. And that's going to be an offensive foul on Felipa Barros. Four and a half to play in the third.
Second personal, 13.
Oh, they're going to correct it. So it was not a three-pointer. That was a 2 on Michaela Woods. They wanted to make sure the scoreboard was correct. They ruled it a 2-pointer, not a 3. So it's 35-31. The officials just made that clear to the Sam Houston head coach over here, Raven Justice. Batista loses control, scoops it back up, holds on to it, jump ball, and it will favor the Bearcats. Substitution for Sam Houston. Kaylee Jefferson back in for Renee Smith. Coleman back into the game for Sam Houston as well. She's inbounding from the baseline. The quick pass inside to Batista, no good. Rebound Clayman. Coleman has 3 personal fouls. Schmidt has 3 for the Lancers, the only 2 with at least 3 fouls in this game. And Barrington with a nice bucket inside, 37-31. Lancers go up by 6 once again. Barrington with 4 points and 5 rebounds. And Coleman hits. 37-33. 2 more for Coleman. She's up to 11, the first player for either team in double figures in scoring. Barrington tries the 3. That one's no good. Offensive rebound. Finau, the follow-up no good. She cleans up her own miss, tosses it out to Clayman. Clayman for 3. That one is good. Brittany Clayman clanks it home, 40-33. And now a couple different Lancers have hit three-pointers in this game. Starting to warm up a little bit from the outside. Clayman now with 11 points. Oh, and I heard that. Allen running right into Barrington. You could hear it. So the foul will be on Barrington. And a couple free throws coming up now for China Allen. The Bearcats leading scorer at 14 a game. She's got 8 points so far. First free throw is good for Allen. Allen 77% from the free throw line this year. Hit the first and hits the second. Substitution Bearcats, Michaela Eddins in for Jefferson. Long pass up ahead to Barrington. Barrington trying to go one-on-one with Batista, left hand, no good. Oh, but they're gonna say Sam Houston ball. I thought for a moment they're gonna say she stepped out of bounds. Bearcats ball. Lancers up by 5. Inside, Batista goes to her right, up and in for Madeline Batista. Makes it 40-37. Now Batista has 11. The Bearcats have 3 players in double figures now in scoring with Coleman, Allen, and Batista. That one's off the mark, out of bounds. And we'll stay right here with the Lancers. Substitution for CBU. San Antonio and Webb back in for head coach Jared Olson. Barros and Finau will come out. Here comes Kemp for the Bearcats as well. Kemp will come in for Allen. Clayman from the baseline. Into the corner to Dorcas Wu for 3, and the team's leading three-point shooter on the season gets her first this afternoon. Dorcas Wu from deep. 43-37. Lancers now 3 of 12 from beyond the three-point line. Coleman, her 3 attempt, no good. Rebound, Clayman. Up ahead, San Antonio running the floor. Got a little too deep under the basket. Bearcats coming back. Olsen wanted a foul called on that play. Eddins, 3 on the other end for Sam Houston, and Jared Olsen is not a happy camper right now. He's letting the official hear about it. Oh, here we go. He just got teed up. Head coach Jared Olsen, the technical foul, and he was not happy. That was before that three-pointer by Sam Houston. You could see it. There was not a foul called on Trinity San Antonio, and he was hot. The non-foul call, and then on the other end, Sam Houston hits a 3. And the technical foul on head coach Jared Olsen. That'll put Coleman at the free throw line for the Bearcats. Her free throw is good. And Coach Olsen still giving him the business. San Antonio, there was the non-foul called. And misses the second. So a couple free throws and possession for Sam Houston here. Coach Olsen pacing around the sideline, trying to walk it off. Lancers still have the lead, but it's now just 2. Batista back out to Jefferson. Woods into the mid-post to Batista, goes to her right, tangled up with Dorcas Wu, jump ball, Lancer ball. A minute 32 to go here in the third quarter. Dorcas Wu. Cross midcourt. Hands it off to San Antonio. She puts it in drive, goes inside the drive in the dish to Barrington. She circles back out towards the wing. Now she's going to go back inside. Offensive foul on Barrington. And that's going to be her I think her fourth personal foul. So the offensive foul called on Barrington on that play. Now she's got 4 personal fouls. She will come out, and Grace Schmidt will come back in. Coach Olson giving her a high five, shaking his head, saying nothing wrong with that play. So Barrington's on the bench with 4 fouls. Grace Schmidt checks back in. Schmidt has 3 personal fouls. Coleman puts it up. The basket is good, and the foul. Let's see who they're going to call it on. It's going to be on Clayman, her second. I thought it might be on Schmidt. She was in the neighborhood as well right there. But the foul will be on Clayman. Coleman ties the game at 43, and she's got a free throw coming up. Coleman now with 14 to lead all scorers. And it's good. Sam Houston back on top, 44-43. Dorcas Wu, the pass inside to Schmidt. It's up and good. And Coach Olson is not happy once again. He wanted a foul called on that play. The official telling him to go back to the bench. Something to keep an eye on here. Lancers do have the lead inside the final minute of the third quarter. Shot is up, no good, tipped around, and San Antonio finally grabs it. Up ahead to Webb. Webb on the break, lays, oh, she misses. CBU still up by 1. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. The Bearcats holding on to this ball, final seconds here. Coleman has it, and the foul is going to be on Chloe Webb. 6.1 seconds. And there's Coach Olson. Trying to keep it together. You're doing a good job, Coach. Lancers up by 1, but Coleman at the free throw line ties the game now. 6.1 seconds on the clock, so the Lancers will get another crack at it, presumably. One more free throw, though, coming up for Coleman. And she hits. Sam Houston takes the lead, 46-45. So looks like one final play here in the frame. San Antonio. And the foul, I believe it's going to be on Woods, and it is. Her first personal foul. It'll be Lancer ball from the sideline right in front of the Sam Houston bench with 4.3 seconds. Wu looking around, finds San Antonio streaking up the floor. San Antonio driving the kick. There's Webb on the wing for 3 and short. So we head to the fourth quarter, and Sam Houston has jumped on top. They lead by 1. 46-45 here in Riverside. We got ourselves a close ball game. We'll be right back on ESPN+.
Hi, my name is Sarah. I'm from Moreno Valley, California, and I've been with Altura Credit Union since 2017. Family time is extremely important. Being able to just pull my phone out and just go right on the app while the kids are over there doing whatever they're doing, I'm able to just go on the app really quick, transfer money, or check my account, see if my deposits went through right away. With my Ascend checking account, I'm also able to check my credit score. I don't ever have to worry about anything in my bank account. Did I mention it was free?
Doctors who care for you and about you. It's the Riverside Medical Clinic way. We're physician-owned. That means medicine is always practiced in a way that benefits the patient first. Incredible care is waiting at one of our 7 locations near you. Come feel the difference. We are Riverside Medical Clinic.
popping like the top off a bottle, and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no clouds hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Shaping up to be a good fourth quarter. Hopefully Coach Olson's around to see it. He got teed up in the third quarter. He's got that intense look right now, still pacing around. Lancers down by 1 as we start the fourth. Sam Houston outscored the Lancers 27-23 in the third quarter. That was by far the highest scoring quarter that we've had this afternoon. Batista back out to Kemp. Allen into the high post. Batista taken away by San Antonio. The steal, Trinity San Antonio on the other end, takes it at Allen. Left hand won't go. Up top to Jefferson. Now inside, back out to Jefferson for 3. No good. Tipped out of bounds, a Lancer ball. Sam Houston's won 4 of their last 5, so these Bearcats have been playing good basketball of late. CBU trying to erase that tough loss against New Mexico State, losing by 1 at home in front of the biggest crowd to witness a women's basketball game, 4,000 plus on Education Day. Brittany Clayman fouled. Brittany Clayman, 11 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, a couple steals. From the baseline, Clayman into Wu on the wing, now into the post to Schmidt. Going to her left, Schmidt still going left, puts it up short. Gets her own miss, the follow-up is good. And the foul for Grace Schmidt. Schmidt going to the line. Schmidt goes up, that one was no good. This time, the second time's the charm. Grace Schmidt looking at Batista. All right, Lancers up by 1. So they do have the lead again, and Schmidt's going to the free throw line. The official telling the players to knock it off. So not just Coach Olson and the officials, apparently the players doing a little jawing out there as well. I mean, it's a close game. This has been a battle this afternoon. Not a lot of points, but highly competitive. The official just reminding everyone to knock it off. Batista outside to Jefferson. There's Coleman. She's had herself a great afternoon. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for Coleman. Woods has it, 5 on the shot clock. Over to Jefferson for 3. That one goes in. Jefferson hits her first bucket of the game. She was 0 for 6, including 0 for 4 from three-point land. And that first bucket for her today gives the Bearcats the lead, 49-48. Finau working on Woods. Goes inside, Finau can't finish. Sela Finau, 3 of 12 from the floor, but she does have 9 points. She's got 8 rebounds, so she's had a strong afternoon. Lancers down by 1. Allen for 3, no good. Batista, the offensive rebound. Her putback is no good. Finau left open for 3. It's good, and she was about 5 feet behind the three-point line. Sela Finau dialing up from deep. 51-49. She now has 12 in the game. Finau with 12, Schmidt with 12, Clayman with 11 to pace the Lancers. Turnaround, Batista is good. Tied at 51, 2 more for Batista. She's got 13. And the foul. Foul's gonna be on Allen. That's gonna be her second personal foul. Renee Smith at the scorer's table, and here she comes for the Bearcats. She'll come in for Batista. Batista exits with a double-double right now. She's got 13 points and 11 rebounds. And another foul. Oh, that's going to be an offensive foul on Sila Finau. That's going to be her first personal foul. Kinsley Barrington back in. Barrington with 4 personal fouls. Grace Schmidt will check out. Grace with 12 points and 4 rebounds as she heads to the bench. Barrington with 4 points and 5 rebounds. Coleman has it on the wing. San Antonio now with the assignment of covering Coleman. Woods behind her back. She switches off. San Antonio now on Woods. Substitution here for the Bearcats. Kemp in for Woods. From the sideline, into the backcourt to Allen. Drive it inside, Coleman the runner, no good. Rebound San Antonio. San Antonio up ahead to the right hand, no good. Barrington trying to keep it in play. And it will be Bearcats basketball. 6:20 to go. San Antonio with just 4 points in this game, but she does have 11 rebounds. Three-point attempt. Allen rims out. Wu. San Antonio in front of the break. San Antonio, no. Barrington gets the miss. Her follow-up also no good. Tipped around. Barrington to the floor. Out of play. Good hustle by Kinsley Barrington. And looks like they're going to award Sam Houston the basketball. Barrington trying to clean up that miss. Lunging for the loose ball. Out of play. Bearcats basketball from near the corner. Less than 6 to go. We are tied at 51. CBU has missed 6 of their last 7 attempts. They swing it into the corner to Coleman. Into the post, to Batista. Tipped away, out of play. Last touch by the Bearcats. CBU ball. As we mentioned, CBU has missed 6 of the last 7 shots, including 5 in a row. See if they can fix that on this possession. Clayman has it on the wing. Back out to San Antonio. She'll drive left. San Antonio, left hand, no. Tipped out by Barrington to Finau. Finau back out to Barrington. To her right to Clayman. Fakes right, drives left, back to Finau. Here comes a 3. No good. Finau charges inside, but could not get her own rebound. Tied at 51 still. Jefferson into the corner to Woods. 3-pointer, no good. Offensive rebound, Batista plays it back out. The steal by Finau. Finau's gonna take it right at Allen. Finau the left hand, the block by Allen. Nice defensive play by China Allen. Comes up with the block, and it will be Lancer ball from the baseline. Take another look, good defensive play there to save a bucket. We got a timeout here in Riverside. It is getting good. We are tied at 51. We'll be right back.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted number 1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no cloud hanging over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Doctors who care for you and about you. It's the Riverside Medical Clinic way. We're physician-owned. That means medicine is always practiced in a way that benefits the patient first. Incredible care is waiting at one of our 7 locations near you. Come feel the difference. We are Riverside Medical Clinic.
When your heating and air conditioning system stops working, how do you know who to call? Call one of those big corporations and you're just a number. But at Magnolia Heating and Cooling, we treat everyone like family. That's because we're family owned and based here in Riverside. Your neighbors trust Magnolia Heating and Cooling, and we've earned a great reputation over the years. Call to experience the Magnolia difference.
For any heating and cooling repair, call 1-800-2-GET-AIR.
Welcome back to the CBU Event Center. Lancers ball from the baseline, tied at 51. And here's a look at the Dutton Buick GMC drive of the game. And it was Dorcas Wu with the basket and the foul, as Wu will head to the free throw line. So CBU has the lead once again. Coming out of that Dutton Buick GMC drive of the game. Take a look, Clayman finds Wu, puts it up, and good. Free throw is not good, though, but the Lancers do have the lead once again. 53-51 with less than 5 minutes to play here in Riverside. Allen has it for the Bearcats. Back out to Coleman. Coleman with 17 points in this game. Batista back out to Jefferson. Just hit a 3 moments ago. That attempt short. Back out to Coleman. Plays it to her left to Allen. Allen defended by Finau. Back out to Coleman. 10 on the shot clock. Allen comes out. Allen with the ball, top of the key, stops her dribble to Jefferson on the wing. 3 on the shot clock. Allen just heaves up a shot, does not hit the rim. Ball goes back to CBU with 4:12 on the clock. After an explosive third quarter, in which Sam Houston scored 27 points and CBU 23. It's cooled off again here in the fourth quarter. CBU's missed 8 of their last 9 shots. Sam Houston's missed 7 of their last 8. Hence this low-scoring game, 53-51 CBU. The pass up ahead to Barrington. San Antonio, as they set up the offense, into the high post to Barrington, back to the basket, hands it off to Wu. Wu to her left, puts it up and good. Dorcas Wu, 2 more for her, 55-51. Couple big baskets by her the last couple of possessions for the Lancers. 7 points, 6 rebounds for Wu. Kemp on the wing, into the post to Batista. Tosses it back out to Jefferson. Her 3 is good. Jefferson hits her second 3 of the game. She is 2 of 7 from deep, and the Bearcats are back within a single point. San Antonio drives, pulls up, jumper, no good. Rebound Batista. Coleman brings it up the floor for the Bearcats. CBU up by 1. Jefferson on the wing, defended by Wu. And a foul, that's gonna be number 5 on Barrington. I heard it before I saw it. Batista hitting the floor hard. And that's gonna be foul number 5 on Kinsley Barrington. So her afternoon is done. Grace Schmidt back into the game for CBU. Batista with a big thud, and there was the foul on Barrington. Driving inside, the runner is no good for Kemp. Knocked out to Jefferson. And we'll stay on this end with the Bearcats. Less than 3 to play. Allen for 3 is good. China Allen. 57-55, Sam Houston in front. China Allen with her third 3 of the game. She's got 13 points. San Antonio loses control, out of play. They'll say last touch by San Antonio, so the ball goes back to Sam Houston. A 6-0 run for the Bearcats. They've got the lead, 57-55. Allen puts up another 3. No good. Rebound, Wu gets tangled up, and we will have a foul on the play. I think they will get Coleman. They do, and that's going to be 4 personal fouls on Coleman. So Lancer ball from the baseline, 2:17 on the clock. Claiming up ahead with the Lancers. Trying to get something going here. A 2 would tie, a 3 would give them the lead. Dorcas Wu driving inside. Step back, good. We're tied at 57 as Dorcas Wu has made several big baskets here in the 4th quarter. Wu 3 of 3 from the floor, 6 points here in the 4th. Tied at 57, less than 2 to play. Allen the drive, the pass, Batista. And the Bearcats are back on top, 59-57. The drive and the pass from Allen. Setting up Batista, who now has 15 in the game. San Antonio. Driving inside, right at Batista. The basket and the foul, wave it off. Offensive foul on San Antonio. That's her first personal foul. So we went from the basket and 1 to a foul on San Antonio. And another foul on San Antonio on the inbound play to Allen. So now 2 quick fouls on San Antonio. 1:17 on the clock. Jefferson into Allen. Allen up ahead to Coleman. She's met by Finau and San Antonio. Then over to Jefferson. Up top to Allen. Bearcats up by 2, and they're going to hold on to this basketball and waste as much time as they can. 13 on the shot clock right now. Allen defended by Finau. Now San Antonio switches off. Up top to Coleman, driving to her left. Puts it up and in, big time basket. Sam Houston up by 4. And a timeout called by CBU. The Lancers find themselves down by 4. Sam Houston has outscored the Lancers 15-12 here in the 4th quarter. And they are up by 4. We'll take a quick break in Riverside, and when we come back, we'll see if the CBU Lancers can chip away at this Sam Houston lead, 61-57.
What if you could spend your breaks living alongside other students, learning how to live every day like it's a new opportunity to share the life-changing hope of Jesus with anyone you meet? And what if in the process, you find your purpose, you find your calling, and this world that feels too big to change begins changing one life at a time through you? This is more than an experience. This is a new way of living. It's life on mission.
Conventional wisdom says breakfast is the most important meal. But at Provider Food Services, we believe that every meal you enjoy with us is the most important meal. Voted number 1, this ideal drives us to bring you curated, chef-driven cuisine and composed meal experiences every single time. Whether you're dining with us or partnering with us, we want to give you the best and safest experience. So in these busiest of days, let's always enjoy the most important meal.
Popping like the top off a bottle and I ain't stopping yet. Baby, it's a brand new day. Ain't no cloud singing over me. Something doesn't feel the same. The rest of my life gonna start today. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. The rest of my life.
Introducing bubbly sparkling water. Crack a smile.
Doctors who care for you and about you. It's the Riverside Medical Clinic way. We're physician-owned. That means medicine is always practiced in a way that benefits the patient first. Incredible care is waiting at one of our 7 locations near you. Come feel the difference. We are Riverside Medical Clinic.
When your heating and air conditioning system stops working, how do you know who to call? Call one of those big corporations and you're just a number. But at Magnolia Heating and Cooling, we treat everyone like family. That's because we're family owned and based here in Riverside. Your neighbors trust Magnolia Heating and Cooling, and we've earned a great reputation over the years. Call to experience the Magnolia difference.
For any heating and cooling repair, call 1-800-2-GET-AIR.
Welcome back to Riverside. 47 seconds to go. Lancers down by 4. They've got the ball. Trying to cut into that Sam Houston lead. Down low, Grace Schmidt double team. Passes out of it to Dorcas Wu. Wu up top to Finau. Finau inside. The runner good. 61-59, Sheila Finau. So I think Sam Houston was trying to call a timeout, but the official was saying the ball was already in play. They're going to give Sam Houston a 30-second timeout. So the Lancers making a 1-possession game thanks to Sheila Finau's bucket. And now there's 32.3 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Take a look at the Altura Credit Union player of the game, and she just had a very big basket for the Lancers. It's Sheila Finau, 14 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists this afternoon for CBU. And we'll see if her afternoon is not quite done yet, if she can get another basket and help CBU pull out this win. But she is the Altura Credit Union player of the game, Sheila Finau. Her basket moments ago pulled the Lancers within 2. Finau has 14, and that's the leading scorer this afternoon for California Baptist with those 9 rebounds. So she's just on the edge of a double-double this afternoon. Grace Schmidt with 12 points, Brittany Clayman with 11, Dorcas Wu with 9. That leads CBU. For Sam Houston, Coleman's got 19, Batista with 15, and Allen with 13. They've done most of the heavy lifting on offense for the Bearcats. Pass up ahead to Woods, almost taken away. San Antonio got her hands on it, jump ball, and it will favor CBU. So a jump ball situation, possession to CBU with 25 seconds. A 2 ties, a 3 would give them the lead. CBU with it. Clayman to Wu, back out to Clayman. Clayman driving inside, and she is fouled as Clayman goes tumbling to the floor. It's going to be on Coleman, and that is her 5th personal foul. So Coleman is done this afternoon, but what a great game for her. 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Replacing Coleman will be Kemp. So 16 seconds on the clock. Brittany Clayman goes to the free throw line, trying to tie this game. And she misses the first. One more free throw coming up. Final instructions from Coach Olson. Second free throw for Clayman is good. So a 61-60 game, and timeout called by Sam Houston. So we'll assume that the Lancers will commit a quick foul, send the Bearcats to the line, and get the ball back with a chance to potentially still win this game as we look inside the Lancer huddle. CBU 23 of 66 this afternoon. And here's a staggering stat. 53 rebounds for CBU today. Leading the way was San Antonio with 11. A lot of boards. Sam Houston with 41 of their own. You can see the offensive rebounding numbers as well. CBU with 20 offensive rebounds. Bearcats not too shabby, they've got 15. So Jefferson will inbound for Sam Houston with 16.6 seconds to go. Jefferson trying to find somewhere to go, defended by Schmidt. Quickly into Sidney Kemp. And Kemp will go to the line. Foul's going to be on San Antonio. That's her third personal foul. All three of those fouls coming here late in the fourth quarter. So some big free throws coming up for Sidney Kemp. The first one is good. On the season, 74% from the free throw line for Kemp. Her first point of this game. And hits the second. 63-60, Sam Houston, so the Lancers know exactly what they need to do. A three-pointer would tie. So we know Dorcas Wu is their leading three-point shooter on the season. Today, though, Finau is 2 of 6 from three-point land. Dorcas Wu 1 for 4. Brittany Clayman 1 for 2. Because as a team, CBU only has 4 three-pointers. That's it. 4 of 16. So the Bearcats able to take the Lancers out of their customary game where they put up a lot of three-pointers. Not the case today. Just 16 attempts and only 4 made. So with 15.8 seconds, though, left in this game, you would assume the Lancers have enough time to set up the offense and get a good look from downtown. We'll find out. Schmidt will inbound from the sideline. Schmidt, Wu, Clayman, Finau, and San Antonio. Your 5 on the floor for head coach Jared Olson. Schmidt plays it into Finau. To her right to Clayman. Clayman down low to Finau. Puts it up and in. So they go for the 2. Back within 1. Into Woods and a quick foul. So the Lancers planning to stretch this game out as they get the 2. Nice ball movement. Great pass from Clayman inside to Finau as we got a better look at it. Finau now with 16 points, the Altura Credit Union player of the game. So we're going to stretch this game out and hope they'll miss some free throws if you're a Lancer fan. At the line is Woods, hits the first, 64-62. One more for Woods. And she knocks down both. Some clutch free throw shooting by Sam Houston. First it was Kemp, then it was Woods. Timeout called by the Lancers. So once again, we're in the same predicament. A 3 would tie. Would CBU try to stretch this game out a little bit more, go for the 2 and another quick foul? But there's only 8.7 seconds to go. CBU at 11-10 overall, 7-3 in the WAC. Sam Houston at 10-10, 6-4 in the WAC. So if Sam Houston holds on this afternoon, they will be tied in the conference standings. CBU, again, only 4 of 16 from three-point land. And Finau has 2 of them. She is 2 of 6 from deep. Brittany Clayman has a 3 as well. And the other 3 belongs to Dorcas Wu, the top three-point shooter on the season for the Lancers. Here's the other one by Sela Finau. And that's it. That's all the three-pointers for the Lancers today. 65-62, 8.7 seconds to go. Finau, Schmidt, Wu, San Antonio, and Clayman. And this time, previously it was Schmidt with the inbound pass. This time it's going to be Finau. Finau's going to have to hurry and get it in. She tosses it up to Wu. Wu for 3. It's off the mark and out of play. So good defense there by Sam Houston on preventing the inbound pass, and Wu did not get a good look at the rim. The Bearcats defense doing a good job now with 4.2 seconds left. Jefferson into Kemp, and another quick foul with 3.6 seconds. So Kemp's gonna go to the free throw line with essentially a chance to put this one away. (65-62) Bearcats. Kemp at the line. And she misses the first. So you're telling me there's a chance. One more for Kemp. If she misses, the Lancers will have 3.6 seconds. The second is good, so it's a 4-point game. Lancers inbound, the final second. San Antonio the 3 at the horn. It will not matter as Sam Houston sneaks into Riverside and comes away with a 66-62 win against California Baptist. It was Coleman with 19 to lead all scores for the Bearcats. Batista added 15, Allen with 13. And for CBU, it was Sela Finau with 16 points and 9 rebounds to lead the way. Clayman and Schmidt both chipped in 12 points apiece for CBU. The Lancers will fall to 7-4 in the WAC, and Sam Houston will improve to 7-4 in the WAC. Next game coming up for CBU, it's out on the road as they head to Texas. Coming up on Thursday, they will play at Abilene Christian. That's a 4 o'clock tip-off time here on the West Coast. Well, that's going to do it for us. So long from Riverside. My name is Pep Fernandez. Final score is Sam Houston 66, California Baptist 62. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.